You would have heard it a million times that people say to you, when you score a goal, it's the best feeling in the world. Well, I'm telling you it is.
Alan Shearer was never the flashiest player. He didn't rely on tricks or stepovers. He relied on power, precision, and a level of consistency that the Premier League had never seen before. This is the story of a boy from Newcastle who became the greatest goal scorer in English football history. A working-class beginning. Alan Shearer was born in Newcastle in 1970. Unlike many stars who were scouted early, his rise wasn't easy. He grew up playing football in the streets, on concrete, on whatever space he could find. Those rough surfaces shaped his technique. They taught him to strike the ball cleanly and to protect it under pressure. People around him noticed two things. He was strong for his age, and he had a fearless attitude in front of goal. At 15, Southampton spotted him. It was his first real break. Southampton, the first steps. Shearer joined Southampton's academy, where he quickly impressed the coaches. His professional debut came in 1988, and he made headlines immediately. In his first full home match, at just 17 years old, he scored a hat-trick against Arsenal. Suddenly, everyone in England knew his name. He wasn't fast, but he read the game better than anyone. He understood where the ball would land, and he positioned himself perfectly. Blackburn Rovers, the rise of a superstar. In 1992, Blackburn Rovers signed Shearer for a British record fee. It was a gamble, but they believed he could be the face of their revolution. Shearer delivered from day one. He scored 16 goals in his first 21 league games before suffering a major knee injury. Many thought it would slow him down. Instead, it made him even more determined. In the following seasons, Shearer became unstoppable. His partnership with Chris Sutton became one of the most feared duos in England. Shearer scored goals of every type: volleys, headers, long-range shots, tap-ins, and free kicks. In the 1994-95 season, he produced his greatest achievement at Blackburn. Blackburn Rovers won the Premier League title, and Shearer was the foundation of that success. He scored 34 goals, a record for a 42-game season. He didn't just score, he carried the team. He defined their style, and he proved that his name belonged among the elite. Newcastle United, the homecoming. After the 1996 European Championship, Shearer became the most wanted striker in the world. Manchester United were desperate to sign him. Every big club made an offer, but Shearer made a choice that surprised everyone. He ignored the biggest teams and returned home to Newcastle for a world record fee. It wasn't about trophies. It was about pride. It was about representing the city that raised him. At Newcastle, Shearer became a legend. He scored goals year after year, regardless of the manager, the squad, or the competition. He played under Kevin Keegan, Ruud Gullit, and Sir Bobby Robson, and he remained the constant force in every era. Fans called him the Geordie King. Injuries and struggles. Shearer's story wasn't perfect. He battled several injuries throughout his career. He faced constant doubts about his fitness, his speed, and his longevity. But every time he went down, he came back stronger. Even when Newcastle weren't competing for titles, Shearer kept scoring. He carried the team through tough seasons and became a symbol of loyalty and resilience. The record that still stands. On April 22nd, 2006, Alan Shearer scored his final competitive goal. It was number 260 in the Premier League, a record that hasn't been touched since. He is still the Premier League's all-time top scorer, ahead of names like Wayne Rooney, Harry Kane, Sergio Aguero, and Thierry Henry. What makes the record even more incredible is that Shearer took penalties, yes, but most of his goals came from open play. He wasn't surrounded by superstars. He didn't switch between super teams. He stayed loyal and kept delivering. What made him special? Shearer wasn't just a striker. He was a complete forward. He had the strength to hold off defenders. He had the shooting accuracy of a sniper. He had the courage to attack every cross. He had the leadership to lift the players around him. Defenders said he was a nightmare to mark. Goalkeepers said he hit the ball harder than anyone. Managers said his mentality was unmatched. And teammates said he made scoring look simple, even when it wasn't. Legacy. Alan Shearer retired in 2006 as a Premier League icon. He didn't win dozens of trophies. He didn't chase the richest clubs. Instead, he chose loyalty and built a legacy based on excellence, consistency, and an unmatched scoring instinct. Millions of young strikers still study his technique. His highlight reels show a player who didn't rely on speed or tricks, but on intelligence, timing, and power. Alan Shearer didn't just break records. He set a standard. He proved that greatness doesn't always need glamour. Sometimes it just needs commitment, courage, and a shot that never stops finding the net. If you enjoyed this documentary, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more football stories.